If you were one of the like 10 people who watched my last video about my website, you'll know that it's absolutely terrible. This is it, and it's called Rishi Rules the World, and let's just say I will not be ruling the world with a website like that. So, in this video we will be employing the 4-step plan to make my website on the indie web actually half decent. Step 1. Write quantum mechanics bit. In my last video, which I know you definitely did not watch, I tried to learn quantum mechanics in 24 hours. Let's just say it didn't really go to plan. Now, I won't spoil that video for you because I'm sure you're all eager to go watch it, but basically I tried to learn quantum mechanics in 24 hours using Brilliant.org, but my procrastination and just general stupidity got the better of me and it did not work. And I learned some quantum mechanics, right? There are some notes on this page, but not many. But alas, my plans for that video were to learn enough quantum mechanics to write something for my website. And even though the amount of quantum mechanics I learned was not substantial, I have written a little bit of Quantum Mechanics 101 for the website, which I basically just need to code a page for, so shouldn't be too hard. Step 2. Publish to NeoCities. If you don't know, NeoCities is the platform where all indie websites, well, most indie websites are published. It's based off of this old 90s, 2000s things called GeoCities, I think, where people would used to upload and host their own indie websites, and this is kind of the same thing, but now for the 21st century. Hopefully, I can use the free version of NeoCities to upload and host my site and make it available to all. Thirdly, we have finish the about page. This is what the about page looks like right now. There's basically nothing there. So, as you can imagine, that situation needs to be rectified. Lastly, we have the most challenging one of them all. Fixing the sidebar. For some reason, the sidebar on my website looks like this, and it just... I don't even know what's going on with it. I've tried to make it work. I've even asked ChatGPT, which I know is a heinous crime, but he didn't even know what to do, so now I'm kind of stumped, and basically, I just need to fix this sidebar. If it doesn't work, I guess we can all just cry and pray for good health for our poor old friend, the sidebar. First of all, I needed to consolidate my notes on the subject of quantum physics into kind of a readable article style guide which would help anyone learn quantum mechanics, or at least kind of get the gist of quantum mechanics. So after an hour, maybe half an hour, I managed to finish. So after an hour, maybe half an hour of typing, I managed to finish writing up this kind of short little article. Here it is. If you watched my last video, which I know you didn't because it has 1 view, but if you did, you know that my kind of foray into quantum mechanics wasn't very successful. So this article isn't very in-depth, but at least it's something to put on the website. The next step was to get coding. Now, once again, just like quantum mechanics, I'm not very knowledgeable on HTML or CSS, but I tried my best, and it took me about half an hour to create this segment on the homepage. And I don't quite know how I got the image kind of scrolling up and down when you scroll, but it does, and I'm kind of happy with that. And then when you click this read more button, you get taken to the world's simplest web page on planet Earth, which honestly took me way too long than I would like to admit. I genuinely sat there for hours trying to figure out how to make the text readable, scrollable, how to get the white background working, but eventually I did it. Step 2 was to publish to NeoCities, which, let's just say, was a breeze. Seriously, after hours of literally not having a clue what to do with this quantum mechanics thing and thinking that I may be the thickest person on earth, publishing on NeoCities was literally a dream come true. After fixing a few bugs with like file naming and stuff, the website is now officially up. I'm using the free version of NeoCities, so it's called rishirulestheworld.neocities.org, so you can now visit the website anytime you like. time to do the about page, because I haven't actually started that yet. Part 3. Conquered. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I've done part 3. It looks not great. I don't know why I've gone for a red background. I just decided that black would be boring, and I didn't know like if I could choose any photos. I think I probably should add an image to this page, but maybe that's for another video. The hardest part about doing the about page was actually finding stuff to write, because to be honest with you, my life, it's not all that interesting, to be honest, or at least the stuff that I'm willing to disclose are not all that interesting. But I guess, you know, you can only find out if you take a look at my website. By the way, you can look at the website. The link is on my channel homepage, richardrulestheworld.neocities.org. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The website looks marginally better than it did a week ago. I mean, at least now it has a domain name and like some words. That's a plus. That's a positive. You know, whether or not this is an actual real contribution to the indie web remains to be seen. But I'm happy with how it's going, to be honest. To be honest with you, when I started this website, when I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos on the indie web, I thought I would not be able to make this website, but I have been, and I've been able to just kind of do it by myself and not just constantly ask ChatGPT stuff, which is really great.